the journey with longevitology. Take it over.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Adrian. I'm going to use English because I'm more fluent. For Cantonese, 我識聽唔識講. For Chinese, 我不是那麼流利. Okay, so this is my third time taking the beginner intermediate class. And to explain the benefits for me for longevitology, I'll take you through my journey from the beginning. So a few years ago, my dad told me about longevitology. And I was thinking, this is ridiculous. How can anyone heal themselves with 2 hands, right? But I was still just a little bit curious, a little bit, right? So then there's one day where I went on vacation with my parents to Amsterdam, right? We were driving around trying to find a restaurant to eat. That day, my stomach hurt so much and I felt really uncomfortable, right? To the point where I wanted to throw up. So then we found the restaurant, and then my dad did treatment on me in the restaurant. And after 15 minutes, I could feel his hands were warm on my stomach and my lower back. And I started burping. So after the treatment was done, I managed to burp all the gas out of my stomach, and I felt so much better. So this made me believe in longevitology. So after this, I was determined to join a longevitology class, and this opportunity came in 2017. So in 2017, I happened to be in Taiwan, and Dr. Bran, he was giving a class. So I attended this class, right? And then from the very first day, I could feel the qi and the energy healing from the class. So at the beginning of every class, the volunteers would give treatments in front of the auditorium. And then when I was in the auditorium, also in front, whenever I approached the auditorium, I would feel the qi. The first few days, my head was heavy, there was pressure. In Chinese, you would say, 你的头胀胀的, right? So I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then after that, after the class ended, I will admit that I'm not a very good student and I don't meditate every day. But after the class ended, I felt very grateful because health-wise, I felt better. It's hard to explain, but I felt healthy. So then a few years passed, or in 2018, we were moving offices in Toronto, and I happened to injure myself. So 5 bookshelves, and these were the heavy-duty times, fell on my left foot, right? And you can imagine, my pain tolerance is, I would say, pretty high. So you could imagine when the floorboards hit my foot, I was screaming, I cried, and everyone on the floor everyone in the office could feel the impact of the bookshelves on the floor. So thankfully, my dad happened to be there. He sat me down, he did treatment on me, and thankfully, he was there. So I was very grateful. And after 30 minutes, my cut barely bled. There was very minimal swelling on my foot, and the throbbing pain in my foot, especially going through my big toe, stopped. Okay, so then life happens, and then COVID happened. But thankfully, in 2020, Master Wei and Master Lin was giving a class in Taiwan. So I went to this class with my mom and some relatives, right? And every class feels different. So this class, when I meditate, every time my body would move by itself, it's like something takes over my body, right? And so now my body still does move, but not as aggressively. Okay. So after this, my mom hurt herself. So she got a really deep cut on her finger. And my dad and I did treatment on her, and the bleeding stopped maybe after 30 minutes. But we still went to the hospital and to let her get stitches, because this cut was near like a main blood artery, blood vessel. Okay? And then we would take turns my dad and I would take turns to do treatment on my mom. And when she got her stitches out, there was barely even any scar left. Okay. So I'm very grateful I've had the opportunity to do Longevitology and learn it, because I would do treatments on my parents, my relatives, even my grandma. And sometimes I would feel on my hands like it would get really hot to the point of burning, but not quite to that point yet. It would feel like a nice warm sensation, right? And it was as if you needed treatment more, the more hotter my hands would get. And actually, my grandma would sometimes come to me and ask me to touch her because my hands felt warm. So I'm very grateful I've had this opportunity to attend Longevitology for 3 classes. So this is my 3rd class, and when we heard Master Wei and Master Lin were coming to give a class, we thought this is a great opportunity. Every time I learn something different, and I'm very thankful. So thank you for letting me share my story.
Thank you. Thank you.